That introduction number is the highest number I could come up with. I think it's much higher than that. But that is, hi, this is Brian from National City. He's a great guy. You should do business with him. 40 to 65% are high. Okay? Tremendous. It's about helping you get, swing it in your favor. What's going to be the difference? I mean, the networking circles you run into here, at the chamber, I run into a lot of bankers, good amount of lawyers, a lot of accountants. Okay? What's going to swing the difference if I was on the market for one of those? What's going to swing the difference between the 10 that I'm going to meet that I don't have a relationship with? Okay. So, Ray, Nathan, how are you guys doing?
Good.
All right. Before I field the questions from them, I do want to address Donna's scenario. To refresh your memory, Donna's scenario was, what do you do if there are 4 people talking and you don't know any of them and no one that in the room that you know knows them? Now, first of all, I don't buy that. I don't buy that there wouldn't be someone that might know them. So I would really investigate that. I wouldn't just dismiss that. I would look around the room, take a few minutes, maybe even ask around. Hey, Maureen, do you know any of these 4 people? Phil, do you know any of these 4 people? Darlene, do you know? I'd ask around. Okay? You could do the confident thing. Just walk up and introduce yourself. Okay? It is a networking event. You're not trying to network at their kid's bat mitzvah. Okay? They're at a networking event, so on some level, they chose to be there to meet other people. So let's not discount that. Okay? There's some other tactics you can use. I am not a big fan of, don't I know you? Or the, you get close and then they bump you. Oh, I'm sorry. You got to be really, really, really good to pull that off. How about a simple compliment? Most everyone wears name tags at networking events. How about just a, hey Brian, my name is Michael, I would really like to talk to you for a minute. I would really like to hear what you have to say about this. Some other tactics are, wait till they break off from the group. Wait till they're running to the bar, for example, or the food table. That's not a bad idea too. Or for the people that are left behind, when someone else breaks off, you can introduce yourself to the other 3. So, some ideas about what you can do for Donna's scenario. And Donna, thank you again for that scenario. It really got me thinking for a long time. Who's first?
You have great questions. There's a lot of them. So it means that Michael's hitting the hot buttons with a lot of us today. One common theme that I saw in 4 or 5 of these, when you walk into a room, there's a lot of people talking, and you're kind of left out. So how do you break into that? And there's several ways that's been asked, but the most simple one is everyone in the room seems to be talking to someone, that is everyone but me. What do we do?
Real common, real common. I actually came across that at the 3 Guys event at the downtown club. The Union Club. My God, the attendance was through the roof. It was awesome. And the room was such that it felt like it was packed. I mean, I felt like it was at a nightclub. I would say to that, depends on how you feel. Okay? Sometimes you're going to feel outgoing and going, I'm going to talk to someone in the next 30 seconds and I don't care what it takes. And you're going to barge into a conversation, you're going to find the one person that's not talking to someone, you're going to find a wallflower on the side. Another tactic is, walk the room. You're not the only person that's not talking to someone. Walk the room. Walk to the food table. Walk to the bar. Just walk around. Look for someone. You all know the signs. You've seen them. You do them yourself. If you're engaged and open to talking to someone, you're looking out into the crowd. Your eyes are open. Your body language is such that you're open to receiving other people. If you're not, your arms are closed, you're looking down, you're looking into Brad's wonderful blue eyes, you're not open, all right? So I would suggest trying to do what you feel, okay, depending on how your comfort level is, but also seeking out people that you know, okay? Sometimes you have to get warm. Networking is like any other sport, like a hitting streak in baseball, like like any other sport. Sometimes you're on a cold slump, sometimes you got to heat up, sometimes you got to practice. It depends on how you feel at the moment. So I would say if that's the case and you're dealing with that, walking the room's a great idea. talking to people that you know, even if it's just for a few seconds, to get that warm, welcoming feeling.
I have a piggyback question on that. What's that awkward silence? How do you deal with awkward silence between two people? That's one of the other questions that came up.
I would say, and just to fit, one other tactic is too, generally networking events are places that, you know, they're not at, there are places where there are other people. It's at a service place. So for example, here you had people greeting you. Practice on those people. Practice on the valet. Practice on the doorman. Okay? Practice. I'm dead serious. Why not? Practice before you even get in the room. The person doing the registration. The awkward silence, again, depends on how the conversation is going. Honestly, you can ask about, you can make a comment about anything going on at the time. Weather is popular. Political, be careful on. I don't care, some people really, really do, and then you get totally off track. Something that's going on in the city at the time, obviously like the Cavs, even if you're not a sports fan, that's going to create a lot going on now in the city, no matter what you're excited about or not excited about. The Dale Carnegie approach, I think, works really well with that. You know, tell me about yourself. I had someone this morning, I'm wearing this pin. Like, hey, tell me about that pin, it looks unique. They didn't recognize what it was. And that was great, it got me yamming away, like nothing. Ange?
Yeah, with those awkward silences, if you feel like it's a moment where you'd like to see your way out of the situation, just grab the person's hand and thank them warmly for talking to you and say, excuse me, and just move, you know, and it's okay.
Was that question I need to get away from this person awkward silence, or I want to continue the conversation?
I mean,
We have both of those.
Let's address.
I've been in both of those.
Let's address
you know?
the second one, because I think the second one can really be really good and bad. You can be really put in a bad situation. And actually, Angie brought this up, and obviously Nathan has this question as well. What do you do when you're talking to someone and you need to get away from them for whatever reason? You're monopolizing your time. You don't enjoy talking to them. Fair or not, it's your call. You're in control of what you want out of your networking event. All right. So you have to make the decision. It's not a judgment. It just is what it is. Okay. Couple words of advice. Be careful. Okay. No matter how appropriate, inappropriate that person may be being, you don't want to turn them off. They can still refer business to you. Okay. Angie's idea was, you know, hey, I really need to catch up with that person. And then go catch up with someone. Don't just walk away to the restaurant. Okay? I'm not advocating lying here, but you know, if you're going to do something, be consistent. Okay? Be yourself. If you're gonna say I need to leave and use the restroom, which is a great one, go and use the restroom, even just to wash your hands. But just be careful in how you walk away, because you don't want to leave a bad taste in that person's mouth. You don't want to do essentially what they're doing to you. Okay? And again, what they could be, you might just be done with the conversation. There might be nothing more to talk about. Nothing bad might happen.